literally when it comes to your clothes, they're very cheap. They're very cheap. They're very cheap.
Do they like control you guys, like remote you?
Because there used to be like also like rumors of like for you to be Miss South Africa or Miss what must be a virgin.
I'm also a model, as you can see, and I'm currently Miss KZN Queen finalist.
The part that I like want to understand is like on everything that like happens, like do they like control you guys, like remote you? Like what happens, like the behind the scenes of, you know, like the actual runway or the actual pageant? Because they all walk the same. They all have that.
Oh yeah, there is that.
All of them.
That walk. Connor, there's this twisting thing, and apparently it looks good, but for me it looks so weird.
It looks so sus. It looks so sus.
Like, where is it coming
behind the scene.
Yo. But actually, you know, I actually love that. Sorry not to just cut.
Okay, and we also have numbers, so you know who follows who, like that.
Yeah, because like I just so like the Miss South Africa thing, it is bigger than just the beauty. It's bigger than just the walk. It's bigger than just how you carry yourself in the streets. It's bigger than just the personality that you have. I feel like it's like a combination of yonke lanto. But like for you personally, what do you think actually, like from experience yako, like for you making it to be Miss KZN? I'm sure you started from being like a local and whatsoever. But for you, like what do you think actually they are looking for? Do you think at KZN you're probably like the most beautiful girl? Or are you probably like the most
popular,
focused? Or are you the most popular? Because I feel like right now, for some people, we might look at it as a disadvantage, more especially if you don't have like a following on the gram and all that. Because I feel like, how do you run for Miss South Africa? We don't have platforms like podcasts to go there and there. Like, how do you get people to vote for you? So like, in simple terms, like what do you think actually they look for someone young who's probably like wanting to start this whole journey of becoming Miss something?
Well, they definitely do not look for looks or specific body shape and size. They just want your passion.
Like with hand and be dedicated
you have to love
to
this.
it.
You have to be kind. You have to be able to work with people. You have to enjoy what you are doing. You have to love giving back to people. You have to be a leader. You have to be bold and brave.
Okay, so when you're bold and brave.
I am.
But she is. I noticed from the time I entered. Okay, I feel like even if you didn't have the belt, I would have still questioned or asked myself, who is she? You know, like I could feel Ubukobako in the yes, you could feel the presence.
The presence of a goddess. So you can understand. But yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your favorite main character, Samgeliso Wagasimelane, and welcome to yet another episode of Fried Up Facts. Do make sure Oguti, you guys are following us on all of our social media platforms at fried_up_facts, and make sure Oguti, you are following us on the most important app of them all, which is YouTube at Grandpa with no space, Grandpa the Painkiller with no spaces. Make sure Uguti, you subscribed and you like and you follow us. And as you know, we are never alone. I am with Ukeke, Mr. the Magician himself, and you're probably wondering who this gorgeous lady who on my left is. I'm trying to figure out.
Telling you.
She is so gorgeous. Ma'am, you wouldn't do justice. I wouldn't do justice.
I feel like you do justice to so many things, but this one is beyond your power. This is beyond your power.
Keep quiet.
This is royalty here. To the highest level.
Oh, so born.
Hi.
Hey, KwaZulu.
So young, Chava.
So what about
young Chava, man?
So flashy, so you done.
Hi everyone, my name is Thandeka, and I am originally from KZN, but I am currently based in the Western Cape as I am pursuing my studies at the University of the Western Cape. And I'm also a model, as you can see, and I'm currently Miss KZN Queen finalist.
Hey, Maskande is actually ruling us now.
As you introduced yourself. Like it's so crazy. Thandeka is like Miss Watswatsi. Gapu is student. Vetsu, do you understand what we all have 24 hours in one day? Like when I went to Ganja, because like we all have 24 hours, but I'm not Miss Soweto.
From Soweto. Ay, Soweto baningi abantu Soweto.
Baningi, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Soweto lingaka.
How am I gonna do this? But like,
Yeah, man.
How?
Balancing.
Like how did you come about? So what? Like, okay, from Ingane yase KZN to Inkosazana yase KZN unikeza ngisho indondo. Yeah.
That is actually one of the challenges I've been facing, balancing my studies and modeling. Because both of these things take up a lot of my time and they are both demanding. But I'm learning to balance the two because I have to study at the end of the day.
At the end of the day, yeah.
And I love this thing that I'm doing.
But you know what I want you to take me in? I just want you to take me back from like a KZN, probably like back in the 2000s, I'm assuming, right? Like from that time, growing up Payana up until now you're in Western Cape, Uluput, now you're like where does the inspiration come from? Because usually, one thing that I've noticed is that so many people draw their inspiration from negative things that happen in their lives, of which sometimes a good thing, but like sometimes a lot of people, sometimes like people like, let's say me, I grew up thinking that I'm skinny my whole life. Up until only now, I actually learned to embrace and love it. But I feel like some people actually learn to realize, let's say you're a little petite or skinny or what, you think you're skinny to the point where you don't know what to do with yourself, and then you find out, actually modeling need people who have small type of bodies, and you start doing that as a coping mechanism and all that. I'm not thinking that you went that way, but I just want to know, like from you growing up, like what really inspired? Is it like someone that you saw in your community doing it? Is it something that it derived maybe from bullying? Is it something that you just fell in love with it? How ufike kanjani to Miss South Africa? Because I feel like there's so many things you can do outside of here. Oh yeah. Yes, hallelujah.
But tell us, how did you get there?
So actually, my mom was also a model. So every time she told me about her modeling that she did back in high school, I always felt like it's something that I also wanted to do. And I definitely do not get the inspiration to do this from negative things, no. But I actually wanted to go into commercial modeling. I wanted to be on fashion shows, billboards, and everything like that.
Okay.
But it was difficult for me to go into that direction because they want specific heights, specific body shape. They're very specific, and I'm very short, which made it difficult for me to go into that direction. And then I started knowing that there's actually different types of modeling, and I knew about pageantry. And then I researched about it, and I started modeling locally. And as I was doing the modeling, I kept on learning more. That it's not just going on stage. There's actually more to this, and it just aligned with the type of person that I am.
That's beautiful and well said, man.
Align. I'm a alignment. But then, like, you have to understand, ne? Like, and we're not gonna shy away from this. There are like a lot of stereotypes that come with modeling.
True, actually.
You know what I'm saying? They are. I mean, I'm not gonna address any of the stereotypes because I don't think like it's any of our jokes to address them. Like whoever wants to can do that on their own. But like in modeling, you have to be like this, like that. You have to be a certain person, carry yourself a certain way, do this and this and that. I mean, you're seated in one position. You know what I mean? Like the coordinators are not here right now. No directors are here. Okay, maybe the camera is here. You know,
but she doesn't get off character.
She's
She's always on character. Like, that's beautiful.
It's like they go play. And then you just, that's one of the biggest stereotypes that come with modeling. But truly, the real one that I want to address is the beauty part of it, the makeup part of it. Manya stage, band, black child, gray child, whatever, we are bandwa. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And there are certain things that are being advertised through modeling. Like you said, there are different types of modeling, right? The models that we see on TV are certain types of models who are being paid to promote something, right? And we want a specific body type, a specific wara. We know people are going to buy this because when uzacile. Siyazi ukuthi masingaveza wena uzacile sikuveza sositudla abantu bazobona ukuthi product yasebenza. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then actors are a type of like models,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, because they're modeling out a certain character in society. And I feel like those type of models and that kind of modeling is exactly why our society is the way that it is today.
I think I get
Because
where you're
of
going.
Yes, because of how we have been programmed to look at things. That's exactly how our society is, and we're programmed by the very people who come from us, and they are taught a certain way of being.
Yeah. So correct
So that
me
they
if I'm
come and
wrong,
teach us.
because where I think you're probably heading right, and if I'm wrong, you can correct me. I think actually, if there was gonna be a question, then if not, that's my question now, because I think the question might just be Uguti, the things that a lot of things that is being done, like the campaigns, like for Miss South Africa, we know Uguti, you should be this type of person who gives back, who do this and that. Is it? Like, according to you, right? Like, do you think those are the things because it's the requirement to become Miss South Africa? Or kanye, to do all of those things is like in within you actually to be that person, to aspire, to try to change and be a good person around people? Or kanye, is it something that you feel like maybe a lot of people actually do it because if you're in that spotlight, you're forced to do it? I mean, not forced, but I mean, that's what
Like,
we know Miss South Africa is in. Like, so do you actually feel like a lot of people are genuinely in the space because those are the people, like you are that particular type of person? Or kanye, those are the rules, but when you enter this type of space, this is 1 and 2 that you should be, and if not, then you can't.
I wouldn't say they force you to do things like that. It's something that has to come from within you. But just modeling just aligns with the type of person that you are. And that together forces you to do good. You're already a good person, but this is also required, but it's not in the requirements. It's
Okay,
just
it's
things
just-
that they tell you that maybe
Oh,
you have to do
it's
donations.
required.
So if it doesn't allow
Yes,
with
but
the type
that,
of
you see,
person-
this is where I'm actually heading.
Oh,
Ne?
it's-
Like that thing whereby, for instance, like being told, for instance, like now, to Asamo, now you're a podcaster. Let's say your manager comes and be like, now you have to do donations and stuff. Ne? There's a two-way, like the way I look at it. There's being told because you're a brand, and there's also being you because you are you. Because there's a two-way of like giving donations because you have to give donations because you have more, and giving donations because you feel something for the people. You know, you can see those children out there, or you can see that guy on the streets, and you decide, but you know what, I'm just gonna go do it out of my own will, but without doing it as a campaign. What we're trying to ask is that, like, do you actually get to do those things besides actually having cameras all the time, like when you're doing it, like doing it as a campaign or doing it as a personal thing?
Okay, I'm going to answer for myself.
Yes,
not for
for
all
yourself.
models because we're all different.
Then no again fun.
Yeah.
I mean, also,
I think I am naturally a kind person.
I
think,
believe
yeah.
that.
Well, I
For me
may see
personally-
myself
for me
like
personally, I
that.
believe
we
that.
Kanjani?
I may see myself like that, but not everyone's going to see me the way that I see myself.
Yes.
But I am a kind person. I love helping people. I love people. So this, whether they required me to do it or not, I was still going to do it anyways. I was still going to help people. If I have more, I'm always going to give to
To
the
be in a
next
position
person.
where
Yeah.
you want to give.
Yes.
No, I understand that. So, like, yabona nje indaba ye-modeling mina nje bafethu iyathanda nje futhi
And futhi iyakufanela-ke wena.
Yes, and I know, and I've been I am a model, but I am my own brand. You know, I am not owned by nobody, and I get me. I must come here and look like this and that and that and then and say that, because I still feel like modeling poses beauty, not just about beauty, but as exploitation, basically.
Exploitation of
Beauty is
beauty.
used to, yes, it's used
been
to
exploited.
exploit. Yes. No,
To exploit people, or beauty is being exploited.
beauty is being exploited.
Okay. Can you break it down?
I am gonna.
Yeah.
and I need you guys to tell me
We're listening attentively.
if and agree now.
Yeah.
But here's my step to step. Yeah?
Okay.
So when I say beauty is being exploited in the world of modeling, I mean, to push a certain narrative, we need you to look a certain way. And that certain way is usually a way that is accepted by society to be beautiful. You know? I mean, we all know, Guti, as much as it's not written in a book down, but there are societal standards of what beauty is. There are societal standards of, which is something that feminism and more organizations are still trying to break even Namanja. But there are unwritten societal standards of what beauty is. So when I am going to look for something, or when I am going to promote somebody, or when I am going to give something to somebody, it's because their beauty advantage is always playing a hand. And in modeling, they use that beauty advantage to push their narratives, push their agendas on, you know, I always advocate for the black community. So I'm going to speak specifically for the black child, you know, the black little girl. We are going to come here and teach you that makeup is beautiful, that you should, you know, you should put on makeup to feel good. And then we're going to take your older sister and then we're going to put makeup on her and then we're going to put her on screen and she's going to come there on screen and tell you that in order to look beautiful, you have to put makeup on. So now here's what
I have, of which is more like agreeing to disagree at the same time, because I'm like, I definitely agree with you, but also the way I look at it, this is my own concept in the head. I think modeling in general was structured, or it was started to sell a product. It doesn't matter what type of a product it is. Modeling in general, if we're selling a product of a good community, we're going to take, let's say, pictures, and then we have people that can portray with it. There's a good community, there's harmony, we love each other. If now I want to sell, if I want to sell a product about makeup, I'll have to find someone, make them look so good that when you look at that model, then you would want to buy that piece of product. So which is actually correct, that it's used to manipulate, but also not really manipulate, because I feel like that would be a harsh word. But I feel like modeling in general was structured to sell a product. Whether it's a product that you can physically hold in hand, or it's a product to convince the masses of all of that. That's how I look at it. Even like Miss South Africa and everything, you are modeling, but you are showing your beauty. You're using your beauty to actually show people that you can still be this beautiful, but hold certain standard, make a difference like this, and change the people in around your community.
Which is still centered around beauty. Because if you are not, let's be honest, let's go down into the history of South Africa. Let's be honest.
Break it down a little bit.
Name one Miss South Africa candidate who wasn't beautiful. And I'll wait. I'll wait.
Wait. No. I'll wait. No. You know why personally I wouldn't
because
answer that? Because you know you're throwing us under the bus.
No,
you know in a big book that I won't name right now, nobody's not beautiful.
Even if there was a Miss South Africa that is not beautiful, that is something you cannot say out there.
Like she's launching us. No,
but we all have. I'm not throwing you under the bus. Okay, blink twice if you can.
No.
If you can, again, don't say the name.
Beauty
but everyone is different in their own way.
Beauty is subjective.
I understand, but I'm speaking
for instance,
about.
I'm really sorry to make an example, like, but there's a model who's an actor now. Do you know Lupina Nyong'o? Is it Lupina Nyong'o?
The Kenyan woman.
Yes, the Kenyan woman.
Yes.
At first, when I first saw her, God forgive me.
I'm laughing because
You've
you
been
guys are
trouble.
laughing.
No, but my chat is right now.
Who
ne?
chose this
Right
stuff?
now, I have a very, very different perspective, a very
Of beauty.
different of beauty right now. Like for instance, if ungatiwa nangu Lupina, ne, I would have to
Okay.
pick between. Let's say I would have Lupina as my wife. You get what I mean? But now the thing is that whoever like used it as a model, they have shown a beautiful side of beauty that we did not really look at. For instance,
Exactly
we would
my
look
point.
at a woman, a lady, more especially an African woman. If you're dark skinned, even women actually think of that most of the time. They think that when you're dark skinned, you don't look beautiful.
Yeah.
And also, even us, the society in general, we make it look like it's not.
It's
but if you
not,
really, really look at it,
yes, you're
because
right.
if you look at your sister or your brother, only when you're angry at him, you see move below. But besides that, you wouldn't really see the ugliness in it because you have.
Ubheka ama-siblings akho kanjani?
It's not,
Ubheka
it's
isibling
not
yakho
like
uthi,
that.
"Oh, simuvi."
No, mukwatile, aibo. Mukwatile, if you're
No, but
siblings, you know that.
like I understand. I mean, because like the whole, it's like the point engizamukuyisho ukuthi our societal beauty standards are there because beauty was exploited.
True.
Somebody one day saw a community of women umuntu obekane-type wathi cha yena uyazithandela ishwapha ngenza nje example
Yeah.
wathi nje I like women
I
with
like them,
flat
I like
S.
them, yeah.
So
Because
I am
umuntu
going to
une-type
take this
yakhe.
woman with the flat S ngimfake ijini yami ukuthi angimodelele yona, right? And the more we sold le jini le to this community, right, using this model,
Yeah.
then everybody in this community started thinking
That
you
was the
need to
beauty.
have a
This
flat
beauty,
S for this
yeah.
jean to look good on you.
Oh, yeah, now
you
speaking
get what I'm
of that,
saying?
ne?
And then as it grew, those became what?
Beauty. Now you bring me to the
standards.
point ne, that we actually might have had of now the cost of it, right? Because now the way like it sounds like now it's getting to that point where it's getting a lot more expensive. Because I've realized and I've noticed like with women around me, from my siblings, my friends, or anyone, but I've realized that with women, actually, I think ne, I might be wrong. You'll tell me if I'm wrong, but I think you spend a whole lot more money on beauty products than everything else. Because let's be honest, your dress, ne, siyazazi boma 180 and whatnot, but it looks beautiful and all
Yeah.
that. Your t-shirt and like you literally when it comes to your clothes,
Siyazazi.
no, they're very cheap. They're very cheap. They're
Siyazazi.
very cheap. Ne? I'm not saying women are. They're very cheap and they look fine and they're good for that. That's how they're made. But also you still spend almost the same amount of money that I spend or even more when it comes to your stuff. Because I know like kwanda pick yako lese bathroom, it has all different types of stuff. Even if you don't really put makeup, it probably has different types of pencils to do your lips and that. But I mean, like thinking of it, I'm like, how's the cost of it? More especially now, let's say for someone who runs for like ill and Tuka patients like you do, because I feel like there's a certain type of standard you definitely gonna need to keep. Yeah, but even if you don't have to go Maza and what, but can you keep your hair clean? Can you keep your lips clean? Do this and that. Wear
Brush,
nice
yeah.
clothes and
Ma-
what.
ma-
But all of that,
ma-
yes, but all of that, if you think about it, that means cost.
Yeah.
In general, like who funds that? Like how do you get to keep that standard? Because also Nati wouldn't really fully respect you as, let's say, Miss Western Cape, but sakubona lapha ugqoke izicathulo ezigqobhokile. You know, but that's a sad reality of life which we all don't have the same, but we have certain standards that
we put up
that we put
on
yes,
ourselves,
just to
yeah.
like for people to take of them. Okay, now you are what we think you are. Like I just want to know from you, like how's the cost? Because I know someone would tell us, I'm sure like being a lady costs a lot. That's all. I'm definitely sure it costs a lot being a woman.
The people who do skincares and makeup, that is obviously very expensive. But the organization is not in charge of that. Because you're not forced to do it. You are not forced to wear makeup. You only wear it because you feel like that is what society wants and you want to give people what they want. We are not the same. I am personally not a makeup fan.
Okay.
I do like
Same.
people who put makeup on, they look nice, but on me, I've never seen myself beautiful with
So,
makeup.
so what do you guys think about the? I think it was like a trending TikTok or something. Like apparently, on an average, let's say like an average woman in general, maybe it might not be you specifically, but I don't know whether it's per annum or it's per is it
Per lifetime.
per lifetime, whatever. But apparently, you spend at least around about 150,000.
150.
About
Yes.
150,000
possible.
on beauty
On
product.
beauty product,
Like
yeah,
it doesn't
on a
have to be
lifetime.
makeup. Sometimes, because I know definitely for sure you don't use one lotion. You probably have one lotion and you have something that you put on top, and there's those sprays, the shiny ones that you all put and all that. But if you look at it, because me, when I go to buy, sometimes I look, I'm like, yo,
Put on
is that
Vaseline,
big?
sharp.
Yeah.
Yo, 790.
Perfume,
roll
that's the only
Vaseline.
expensive thing that I need
I
to
would
have.
actually invest more in those products, like for my skin, not instead of makeup, because I feel like it's important to invest in yourself. You have to look beautiful. You have to feel beautiful so that you can have confidence. And confidence is the best makeup you could ever wear.
Confidence is the best makeup you can
Yeah.
ever. But they say you look good, you feel good.
Exactly.
I still say that for someone who cannot access the most basic ones. Now you have Vaseline, you have lotion, you have your roll on. But like the
Yeah,
certain,
sure, the-
yeah,
yeah,
sure.
sure,
Like
so
I really.
So takakulu la.
Even the
But do you think?
Uvaseline, man, Uvaseline. Yeah, I'm talking on an average woman toiletry bag.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're talking spray, ne? With armpit spray. Ne? Either that or both. I have both for after gym and whatever,
Yeah.
So armpit spray, roll on, soap yobuso.
The most basic
Right?
ones. Those, yeah,
Basic.
this is it.
Hey, I'm being basic.
Don't forget that.
We
What's
have
that?
different
What's that
soap.
spray?
Don't
That
you
one
have
from
a different
Clicks.
soap?
I all know it.
Yes, the spritzer. Of course. You get what I'm saying? But tell
I
me
even
if
know
I'm
how
like,
it smells.
Thandeka, don't you
The
have
lavender
different
one.
soap for your face than your body? No, you don't.
No.
Girl, don't do that to me.
I don't.
People are watching us. What do you mean? No, I look like I overspend. No,
way.
we have like a different soap for your face, a different soap for your body, right? Because you don't want. Remember, your face is more delicate. It has more softer skin than the rest of your body, right? Except of course your libido. But then you're gonna have to buy Garnier Guard, and that on its own is expensive. Like that on its own is like 150. You know what I'm saying? Startup, that's the sensitive one.
But you're not going to see the need of something if you've never been introduced to it.
Yes,
You
Oh,
only
yeah.
want it because
You have seen it
you've
somewhere.
seen it,
Yeah.
of course, but like I need to you grow, you surround yourself amongst other ladies, and when you guys are together, it's like when you're a girl, ne, and you're going to maybe a changing room or a shower with other girls there, and you just have your Vaslap and soap. You're there to bath. That's like the most basic things that you need, right? But guess what the other girls have? A whole toiletry bag, and they keep
Don't
taking
force
things
it.
out.
Because girls are very
You're gonna
judgmental.
lose yourself
Girls-
if
girls
you try
sometimes
to
are very
be.
I understand that. No, you're not trying to be like them, but it's
the pressure.
reverting.
It's the
It's
pressure.
reverting my point of saying if something is being modeled to you unconsciously, you get to aspire to be that or to look forward for it or to want it
Yeah.
because it's something that is deemed to be necessary.
Yeah, which goes back to the same point
It
where we
goes
started,
back-
Guti. It's actually done so that it can change your perspective about something, whether it's a product or whatever.
Which is why I don't understand. If that is then the case, and we already see, in order to change people's perspective, you must model certain something to them, right? It's like, I hate using this example, but I will use it because it's necessary.
Because, yeah.
It's like how influencers are being used to model hair, fake hair, and now the societal standard is to have a weave. For the average black girl community, the societal standard now is have a wig. Now they have different weaves and
the
whatever.
one of
whatever.
having an iPhone.
And the one
what-
of having an iPhone. They use the influencers who are models. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if that is then the case, then why aren't we using the same line of thinking and the same train of thought when it comes to men? especially in a country that has a lot of GBV or in a country that lacks a lot of masculine energy? Why are we not using modeling?
I get it. Like find a different way
Yes.
of modeling. Almost like actually bringing in like a Miss South Africa,
Mr.
South
South
Africa type of
Africa.
thing, whereby we model something different. But I think there is. It's just that the honest truth is that I think men are not actually really inspired by a lot of things, but there's certain specific things that they're actually inspired by. Like we're inspired by certain things, and other things they don't really like phases. And also because of societal standards, we're trying to run away from certain stigmas, certain what. Because now when I start actually doing modeling, okay, fine, you can do modeling and what, cool. But now when you start going for Mr. South Africa and what, someone said earlier on when I wanted to run for Mr. South Africa, they called me, I love the fact that men are being they want to be treated like princesses. Right? But
Yeah, it's why I so
not like that.
But I get what you mean, because I feel like that's one of the things that would be a model and what. But I feel like it's there. It's just that it's actually not really being promoted much. It's actually not really being taken as serious as
Into
how it
account
is.
like
Yes,
that.
like how it is as into women. But I feel like it's one of the things that can also change Ilentuk. But enough about politics.
I'm a
ne?
beauty standard.
I just want to know about you, Thandeka. And at this point in time, I feel like you've ran like a long journey and what so far. Like you already have experience. Yeah.
From all park, abuka man.
From
From a bling bling. Swing wing. Yeah.
But I just want to know, like, deep down from you, from your heart, and from everyone who has supported you,
Why
and
are
from
you
where you
doing
come
this?
from, how's been the journey? Like, I just want you to give me your like everything, like how you feeling about it? Are you loving it? How's been the journey? What do you think has been like one of the biggest challenges? You don't have to answer them questions like that. I just want you to give me your open heart about the overall journey up to this point, leading to now, and also beautiful things as Miss South Africa coming. I can foresee it very soon. Thank you very much.
Amen. And it's your vote, ne? Please.
Angulanga room for engagement. But anyways, I want to engage with you.
Before I get on my background,
Yes.
I feel like women and men should all be given equal chances.
True.
And it is up to you how to use the opportunity that you have been given. We may be given equal chances like Mr. South Africa and Miss South Africa, but the other pageant may thrive or be out there more than the other pageant because they use the platform. They take up space. They get the organization out there. They use the opportunity that they were given. And the other one may feel like they have been deemed. Not because they actually deemed, it's because you're not using the platform as
The way you're supposed to
Exactly.
use it.
Bakhulumela manje.
exactly.
That's okay. Othi ngizabakhulumela. Bengifuna ukubakhulumela manje ngisho ukuthi not really. No.
Oh,
But let's not go to the politics
Okay,
of it. But
okay.
no, and we know men
you're
are not
not the-
afforded the same opportunity as women in modern day South Africa.
Okay.
We
Yes,
know.
I was actually about to go there.
We know
There's
that.
there's a pandemic that we're actually not seeing right now.
Esingena kuyo, but-
Yes, ngena kuyo, whereby
Siyazi
actually.
kumapolitiki.
Nah, okay,
Asiphume.
for next time.
Asiphume.
For next time.
Yes.
But we're still hearing about
Nah,
you, of
sisithandwa.
course. Yes, Xolo.
okay, so I started modeling in 2017. Yeah.
Okay, where are you that time?
Yeah. In high school.
Okay.
Just in high school, there was a fashion show.
Okay.
So I just joined because I wanted to model. I didn't know the different types of modeling and all that. I just wanted
Just
to
like
be on
that, let me just
stage,
do it.
wear heels. I've always loved heels. My mom is also the same, so I think I draw that from her. So I started then modeling on fashion shows, and then I heard about a pageant, a local pageant by my hometown. So I joined the pageant, but I didn't understand the purpose of it. I just thought it was the same as fashion shows, which is quite different. So when I joined the pageant, there wasn't really much to it because it's a local thing. It's the same as just dressing up, getting on stage, walking, and all about getting more supporters that also contributed more to who is winning. It's a local thing. I think the organizers and everyone also didn't understand the purpose of modeling. And then as time went on, I kept on joining and entering for more pageants, national pageant, provisional pageants. And then that's when I started understanding what modeling actually is. I didn't even know I was doing pageantry. I just thought it's all modeling. If you're wearing heels, you're walking on stage, it's all modeling.
Wow.
That's when I learned that we have to do donations. You have to be a person who
Must be
loves
that
working with
model,
people.
that
Yes,
model that
you have
actually
to be an
someone,
example.
When they look at, they actually would love to be that
Yeah.
person, aspire to be the person.
So I've grown.
Immensely.
I
No,
think
that's
I've
not.
grown,
But
yeah.
now, because our airtime is almost shy, I want you to tell me this title that you are wearing right now. What is it? What does it mean? Like Miss KZN, Queen, finally Queen. Like kunesindo, intamo iyaqeka nje kancane leseshiya sinda. What does it mean to you? What is it? What is it for? What do you advocate for?
Well, Miss KZN Queen is an opportunity. I look at it like that. It's an opportunity and a platform for me to be an example to young people that look up to me. Male or female, you can also learn something from me, even if you are a male. But mostly girls
I've
look
learned
up to
something.
girls. So I want to be someone that people can look up to. I can't change the world alone, but there is something that I can do to change
That together
one
we're
person.
strong.
Yeah,
that's
and
true.
we also advocate for mental health. But me specifically, I advocate for humanity. I advocate for unity because I think together with both those things, we can make a huge difference. If we were all united, we could make it a huge difference. But because we advocate for mental health at Miss KZN Queen, I have to specifically focus on that and spread the word about mental health, which is something that affects us every day. It's the way we behave, the way we carry ourselves. It contributes to everything that we touch. Yeah.
That's very beautiful, man.
We
Most
wish you
definitely.
all the best
You know, for
on
me,
your
before we
journey.
let her go and all that, there's no way I would not ask this question. It's a burning question.
Say it.
No, but I just want to know, like on a lighter term of things, because I don't know whether it's ignorance, or is not knowing things, or is not being taught about things, or sometimes it just isn't as trend and
Yeah.
what. I just want to know about your life in general. Like, let's say you love life and all that, because I don't know whether it's like people becoming pageant, Miss South Africa and all that, whether they keep their life very private, or there's a certain street rule that comes with like, maybe you can't be seen with boys outside. in the-
Uyajolana.
like simple, like in
Uyajolana.
simple terms. Like, is it something that also maybe what's the word? But that stops you from certain things, like from doing certain things, or you can actually
Hinders.
almost that hinders. Yeah, that's the word.
But
Yeah.
yeah, but like-
simple things as like actually you like, let's say you love life. Like, how does being Miss South Africa affect that? Do you think it does have an effect on it, or it's just your life? It has nothing to do with it.
They don't stop you from dating.
Okay.
No. But
It's your brand.
Yeah, it's something. No, it's something that I just prefer to keep private.
Okay,
It's
okay.
mine.
No.
It has nothing to do with modeling. So I think that's why most
Models
models
keep it private,
Yeah, they
and-
keep it private. But also, I don't think it would be a good idea to put it out there if it's not something that is official or
Like if you're not, let's say, like married
Yes,
or so.
yes.
Okay, because there's a, because for me, I don't know whether it's like misconceptions and all. Like, but people say things that sometimes are dumb stuff, but because people say it, sometimes you believe them. Because there used to be like also like rumors of like, for you to be Miss South Africa or Miss what, you must be a
Joe.
virgin, you must be this. No, but like,
Joe.
look at Jolie, you must not do all of those things, you know. Like
Yeah.
it's not actually like interrogating your personal life, but I just wanted to understand that structure. But does it come with like those pillars to be like,
That
okay,
is
now
not true.
you don't do, or those are like type of like
It
misconceptions?
is
and
not
what?
true at all. It's
Okay.
just a misconception.
Ah, wow. So, like, how do you keep yourself healthy? Do you love food? Because you have something very special happening very soon, of which you're going to be part of. Are you ready?
Yes.
I do love food. Who doesn't love food?
Do you love food?
I do.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's
actually,
good. Because then
quick, your hobbies, just
on
simple
the-
hobbies.
But I'm model. I love reading.
Oh,
I also love
perfecto.
swimming and I go to the gym.
Falling straight
Do
to the
you
trap
eat?
because we also have a.
Not a lot.
But then, you know, Uguti, with our upcoming event, you stand a chance to win a free food voucher, a 50 rand food voucher. We have a food fiesta coming up like UWC. Do you guys not know? How do you guys not know? We have a food fiesta coming up in the University of Western Cape on the 4th of October.
I think
Do
it's on
make
the
sure.
4th or 7th.
4th, 7th. Keep an eye out on
It's
your
on the
emails.
7th.
But
It's gonna be
we
the
will
7th, yeah.
breathe there with the dates. Exactly accurate. But make sure, Ugutu, when your allowance comes in this month, then you save some money. Because not only are we going to bring you a day filled with fun facts and packed with laughter, we are also going to be feeding you. So do make sure, Ugutu, you have the budget for it.
Yeah, and it's gonna be different kind of foods.
It
You talk
is.
about your pizzas. This is like just that one day
Diego,
whereby you
when a
actually
gun,
just
when a-
forget
when
a little bit about your health because I
That's a
know
little-
a little bit about your health if you're really a considerate person because it's gonna
It's
be
good
fun.
for your mental
it's
health,
good for
right?
your mental health as well,
Right,
and also it's a
right.
good space
Make
to
yourself
mingle.
happy.
It's a good
Yeah.
space to mingle, and also not forgetting the fact that you also mentioned that you are a reader. We're also giving away 50 rand off also on our VIP bookshop. There's a VIP bookshop at the student center. We have I think we have about 3 or 5 tickets
Or
left
5
now.
tickets left.
Yeah, so what you
all you have to do is just
comment.
comment, get your friends to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and make sure we'll see you are so consistent that we see you when you see us.
Yeah.
And then when we see you when you see us, you get
50 rand off. You basically
that means
having
you
that
can get free
ticket means you have a
pens,
50 rand walking
know?
around with.
books, whatever, discount,
And
uzobona
pens.
na ukuthi wenza kanjani. But yes, everybody, so do make sure, Nani, as you guys are sitting there at home, that you are following us on all of our social media platforms. We go by fried_up_facts on all social media platforms, and we are also available on all DVCs. So make sure, if you don't have the time to watch, you can always listen to Fried Up Facts. We're there on your Spotify, we're there on your YouTube. You know, you must have time for us. Now we're more laphaya usimamele lapha stage usho ukuthi yes, that's my Similane.
didn't know how
But
it
from us as Fried Up family to you guys, we love you, peace and
Yeah, I just want to say, personally, I feel so honored to have been here today, and you are
man.
very amazing. One thing that I actually learned from you today, just like you said, actually, that we learn things. I actually learned something, her charisma. Like, just the way she smiles. You know, when someone can smile even with their eyes and stuff, that is actually very beautiful. I hope you take that with you and do not leave it everywhere you go. Just make sure you keep it. But one thing for sure, I just want to say from me to you is that always remember, love is the language, magic is the standard. My name is Kekezo Mukwatle. I'm the magician, and this was definitely the magic moment. We out.
with Fried Up Facts.
Thandeka, just before we actually let you go, I just want to hear from you, Guti. What would you like from our community, the Fried Up Facts, to do for you? And also for someone who's looking to see, Guti, how's your content going, who you are, how do they find you, and how can they, how do they assist, subscribe, like, and share?
Okay, I would like to say to the community, carry yourself the way that you want people to see you. And yeah, you can also find me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. It's all Thandeka Tiny Ngobese on all social media platforms. Thandeka Tiny Ngobese. There's also a voting link on all my bios.
Is it Thandeka Tiny or Thandi?
Thandeka Tiny as small.
Tiny,
Yeah.
tiny little Thandeka.
Okay, Thandeka
Yeah.
Tiny.
Thandeka
all social
Tiny
media
Ngobese.
platforms.
Okay, so that's where people will find your voting and everything on the
Yes,
social media platform. You
yes,
heard it here.
yes.
Boom.